What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shake 72 coming to you guys with a video right now. I want to go over the receiver position. I want to go over what we saw last night. Quez Watkins really balling out, showing that he's proven the doubters wrong. And really, I'm so happy, and I got a little emotional over it last night because I said to myself, if there was one player I wanted to break out, I just want, hopefully it's somebody that it happens to somebody here. And it did, and Quez did it. Joe Flacco threw that screen pass, and he looked fantastic. He would have had 2 touchdowns, would have had his first touchdown with Jalen Hurts if that connection, that timing was a little bit better. Okay, that timing was a little off. That would have been a touchdown run on that go route to Quez Watkins. Jalen Reagor, if you watch the tape, I've already watched the game twice already, ran some really good routes. There was a lot of openings. Reagor did some comeback routes, and he looked crisp, put his foot in the ground, came back. You obviously noticed that this coaching staff, we're starting to see that some of these second-year players, some of these rookies, some of these other guys from past drafts, and guys that we couldn't develop over the past few years, it's finally starting to show with this developmental coaching staff that they brought in. Okay, is Quez Watkins the number 2 receiver? I really don't know. Too early to say, too early to tell. But what I can tell you is this. Quez Watkins has a really good route tree. Break of the route is fantastic at the top of the route. Gets separation. Some people say he has a little bit of trouble tracking the football, but I don't believe that. I think his tracking is getting a lot better. But I'm telling you right now, I think good things are going to happen. Reagor is somebody that he's a first-round talent. He had 3 injuries last year in 2020. 2 of those injuries were because of Carson Wentz's suicide passes that were thrown to him when he was about to hit somebody. Literally, when someone was just about to hit him, 2 of those injuries came from that, and the third was really on his own. So Reagor was used on third down in motion, quick screens, things that were predictable with this offense. This offense was predictable. I did like the play calling from Nick Sirianni last night. But is Reagor going to be able to top Quez Watkins? I think Reagor's just one of those receivers where he has so much speed to the point where you could plug him in somewhere and just let him run a certain direction, let him run a certain route that's going to get him in the open field. It's going to open up a lot more things. Devontae Smith will open up things. Quez Watkins will sure open up things. And then you have Jalen Reagor that you could plug in anywhere and just use his speed. So I saw a lot of good things from Reagor today, even though the ball wasn't thrown to him that much. You know, Travis Fulgham had no receptions today. That's because some plays weren't meant for him. Some plays weren't dialed for him. And obviously the Eagles only had a certain amount of time with certain players today. There's 2 more preseason games. There's plenty of more opportunities and more time. But Quez might be the guy that could be a number 2. Not saying that Jalen Reagor is bad, because I think he's going to be really good this year. I think he's going to be a nice compliment to Quez Watkins and Devontae Smith. But I'm telling you, Quez, his route tree, his work ethic. I mean, we saw it this offseason. We saw Quez Watkins working his tail off with Jalen Hurts, and not even just him, but the rest of these receivers, guys. So at the end of the day, I think that Quez could be a number 2. I think he really could. And depending on Jalen Reagor and what he does, I think, and being a number 3 receiver is not a bad thing. Reagor's just, you know, he's like in some ways, he reminds me of like a Calvin Ridley, like a / Brandon Cooks. Line him up and just use his speed and put him in some good routes, throw some mid-tier throws to him in open space, and just see what he can create on his own. But the attention between Jalen Hurts and our backfield, the offensive line, Dallas Goedert, all 3 of our tight ends that we have right now, plus these receivers that are with, you know, all these other guys, it comes together. It's a nice balance. So even if Reagor doesn't become a number 2 receiver, he's still going to be productive this year, okay? He's still going to be worth it, okay? I'm still on the Reagor train, guys. I haven't given up on Jalen Reagor because of that season last year. I haven't given up on any of these players, okay? But when it comes down to it, Quez is showing that he has just more knowledge of the route tree. He's just better at it. Okay, and you know what? I was more of a Hightower fan than a Quez Watkins fan in that draft. And people were telling me, just wait, watch till Quez Watkins get on the field. Just watch when Quez gets on the field. You'll see, Joe. I'm telling you, I didn't really believe it because I thought Hightower was the better guy. And then looking at it, not just from this game, but from last year, there was more. He just didn't get enough opportunities. Reagor is getting opportunities last year, but it was in a horrible offense. A 4-12 team. I mean, come on now. So there's a lot that goes into it, guys, but is Quez the number 2 receiver? Is yet to be seen, but I'm telling you right now, Reagor and Quez are the future of this team. And who else is behind them? So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about who would be? Is Quez Watkins the number 2 receiver? I have full support in both of these guys at the end of the day. Full support in both of these guys. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Shakes what up, Flawless 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.